I think that recently more newsrooms have started seeing the value in their journalists having an audience or their platform. So increasingly they're utilizing it more, but there are newsrooms that do frown upon that such things. So what I would say for those journalists who are working in such newsrooms would be like, don't use any of the resources that the newsrooms are providing, so that nobody else would have ownership over what you are creating on the sites. But if it comes to the ultimatum, choose yourself.
That was Anu Harchu, an independent creator from Mongolia with an audience of 97,000 on YouTube. A couple of years ago, Anu had to make a tough decision: keep her job at Bloomberg TV Mongolia, which she held for over 7 years, or keep publishing videos on her own YouTube channel. She chose her own channel, and we spoke to her about how tech has enabled journalists to become more independent.
This is a dispatch episode from the International Journalism Festival in Perugia, Italy. Here's Anu.
Well, the good thing is, just mobile phones in our pockets are so much more capable than those that people had in like 1980s, right? Everything included is in the palm of your hands, and you just add some microphone to it, like something like this. Then it just becomes a tool that you can broadcast to yourself. So you don't need, gone are the days that you need to have a videographer with you or like a camera person, and then also like the lights and such. So it does enable you immensely to tell your own story in that sense. So technology advancement does adds up a lot. But on the other hand, it does make one single person be responsible for everything. So it does need to follow up with some capacity building or skill development there. But overall, it's brilliant. It's amazing that we were able to do so. But nowadays I only vlog on my phone using this small microphone. Like sit-down videos, I do tend to bring out the cameras and such. But as little friction as possible is always great. So a phone is the least frictionless device that you can use to create content.
How did using tech help you work beyond the daily news coverage? How did it help you cover the stories that you really wanted to?
So personally, I haven't really needed to use mobile journalism in my work per se, but having been on the tech beat in my employer, which was a broadcast news channel, I was in the studio, but I was able to train the reporters that are going out with a phone and actually reporting from all the voting booths just using a camera. That's immensely resourceful to do so. So even like a traditional newsrooms can still utilize such technology in their daily reporting, whereas it's capacity building, it's resource. What's the opposite word for intense? Like whatever the word that's opposite of intense is, resource non-intense to do so. So mobile journalism does not only help freelancers, also helps with even legacy media, such as television.
Your newsroom wasn't very happy with you working on videos on your own personal channel, and many newsrooms have similar rules. What is your advice for people working on their own brand outside of their newsroom?
I think that recently more newsrooms have started seeing the value in their journalists having an audience or their platform. So increasingly they're utilizing it more, but there are newsrooms that do frown upon that such things. So what I would say for those journalists who are working in such newsrooms would be like, don't use any of the resources that the newsrooms are providing, so that nobody else would have ownership over what you are creating on the sites. But if it comes to the ultimatum, choose yourself. That would be the case. Choose yourself, and some other editor would see the value in you creating your own stories and also being more creative there. So let the past stay in the past and let them go obsolete.
Any more advice for journalists looking to upskill?
Well, the great thing is that, it used to be like news are written on laptops or computers, right? But nowadays phones are very, very capable, even editing videos. So just learn your phone, and then probably phone is the primary computer now that everybody is using. So use it to the fullest, and you don't need like the latest pro model at all. Just get the base model. It's fine. It's gonna be fine. The cameras are great, so you don't need to invest a lot into your gear per se to make it out there. As long as you invest in the content and the content itself, people will follow.